Have you ever wondered why you can have strong legs, capable of getting you out of a chair or walking a good distance, but still feel that sudden, heart-stopping lurch of unsteadiness? It's that frustrating feeling that appears when you turn a corner, look over your shoulder, or step onto an uneven surface like grass. It steals your confidence and makes you second-guess the very activities you love. If you've been doing endless leg-strengthening exercises and still feel that way, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not failing the exercises. The common exercises are failing you. They are built on a myth. The myth that balance is all about raw muscle power in your legs. The secret to fast, lasting balance improvement isn't in your quads. It's in a place most programs completely ignore: the quality of the communication signal between the soles of your feet and your brain. Think of it like this: your feet are the advanced sensor system on a car. Your legs are the powerful engine. But if those sensors are covered in mud, the car's computer gets faulty information. It will hesitate and swerve, no matter how powerful the engine is. For us, that mud is years of wearing thick-soled shoes and walking only on flat, predictable surfaces. Our foot sensors have simply gone quiet. Today, we're not going to build a bigger engine. We are going to clean the sensors. I'm going to show you why two simple, almost strange, floor-feeling exercises can wipe that mud away, reawakening that critical brain-foot signal and fixing your balance much faster than dozens of traditional leg exercises. All right, it's time to clean the first and most important sensor. This movement, our first floor-feeling exercise, is called the foot tripod. Its purpose is simple but profound: to force your brain to pay close attention to the signals coming from the sole of your foot, effectively rebooting your body's natural balance foundation. First, and this is the most important rule, let's talk about safety. Please stand next to a sturdy kitchen counter, the back of a heavy, stable chair, or right beside a wall. Have it close enough that you can reach out and touch it instantly without lunging. Your hand is your safety net. There is no ego here, only smart, effective training. Now for the movement. Stand with your feet about hip-width apart, with your support nearby. Let's focus on your right foot first. I want you to do something that feels a bit strange. Lift all 5 toes of your right foot off the floor. Just the toes. Feel that? Notice how your weight immediately settles onto 3 very specific points: the ball of your foot right behind your big toe, the base of your foot behind your pinky toe, and the very center of your heel. This is your body's natural stability base. This is your tripod. Spend a moment just feeling those 3 points pressing gently into the floor. This awareness is the entire secret. Once you feel that stable tripod, gently relax your toes back down to the floor, but keep your mental focus on those 3 points. Now, with a soft bend in your right knee, never lock it straight. Begin to slowly shift all your weight onto that right foot. Take your time. When you feel secure, gently lift your left foot just an inch or 2 off the floor. And now, you will feel a wobble. Your ankle might feel like it's working overtime. I want you to welcome that sensation. That wobble is not a sign of failure. It is the beautiful sound of your brain and your foot having a detailed conversation for the first time in years. It is the static clearing from the radio signal. You are waking up dormant nerves. Hold for as long as you feel safely in control. If it's 1 second, that is a perfect start. If it's 5 seconds, wonderful. Your goal isn't to be perfectly still like a statue. The goal is to be actively stable, allowing your body to make those hundreds of tiny adjustments. That is the skill of balance. Look forward, not down at your feet. Keep your shoulders back and relaxed. After your hold, gently lower your foot, give your legs a little shake, and repeat the entire process on the left side. Aim for 2 or 3 quality holds on each foot. Remember, consistency is your superpower, and a few focused seconds each day is the key. Excellent work. Now that we've woken up the sensors with the foot tripod, it's time for the next step: teaching your brain how to use that clear signal when your base of support is narrow. This is crucial. because every single step you take is a moment of balancing on a narrow base. This exercise, which I call the tightrope stance, directly trains your brain for that real-world stability. But let me be very clear. Because this is more challenging, our focus on safety must be even higher. I want you to perform this movement right alongside a kitchen counter where you can rest your hand, or even better, between two stable chairs, one on each side. This provides a safety net in both directions. Please do not attempt this in the open at first. Your confidence will grow from feeling secure. Here's how we do it. Standing next to your support, I want you to carefully place the heel of one foot directly in front of and gently touching the toes of your other foot. Imagine you are standing on a single painted line. Your feet should be in a straight line, as if on a balance beam or a tightrope. The moment you get into this position, you will feel your body wanting to make adjustments. Your hips and ankles will fire up. This is fantastic. This is the conversation between your brain and your balance systems becoming louder and clearer. Keep a slight, soft bend in both knees. Distribute your weight as evenly as you can between that front and back foot. Now, find a spot on the wall in front of you and fix your eyes on it. Don't look down at your feet. Your brain needs a stable visual target. When you're ready, try lifting your hands from your support, but keep them hovering just an inch above it. The goal is not to be perfectly still. A statue is rigid. We are training to be dynamically stable. Feel your body making those tiny, rapid corrections. That is your brain using the fresh, clear information from your feet to keep you centered. This is high-level balance training happening right in your living room. Now, if placing your feet in a perfect line feels too difficult today, that is not a problem. In fact, it's normal. Here is how you adapt it perfectly for you. Just widen the stance. Instead of a perfect heel-to-toe line, create a small gap, maybe 1 or 2 inches between your feet side to side. This is called a semi-tandem stance, and it's a wonderfully effective way to build up to the full movement. The goal is always progress, never perfection. Aim to hold the position for 10 to 20 seconds. If you have to touch down for support, that's part of the process. Simply reset and continue. When you're done, step your feet apart and then repeat with the other foot in front. 1 or 2 quality holds on each side is a fantastic session. You have done an amazing job. We woke up the sensors with the foot tripod. We challenged the brain with the tightrope. Now, it's time to bring it all together with our final movement, the offset stance. This exercise is the secret to building the rock-solid confidence you need for navigating those unpredictable surfaces in the real world, like a grassy park, a gravel path, or an uneven sidewalk. And because this is our graduation exercise, we will treat safety with the same respect. Position yourself with your sturdy support right at your side. By now, you know this is your trusted partner in balance training. Your safety net must always be within easy reach, allowing you to train with confidence, not fear. Let's get into the offset position. Stand comfortably and then place one foot slightly forward so that the heel of your front foot is aligned with the arch of your back foot. Your feet should be touching side by side, but in this staggered or offset position. It's a middle ground between a normal stance and the full tightrope. This unique stance creates a different kind of challenge for your brain. It's more stable side to side than the tightrope, but it introduces a diagonal instability. This is incredibly valuable because in daily life, your feet are almost never in a perfect line. They are constantly in these slightly offset positions as you walk and turn. We are now training your brain for reality. As always, keep both knees soft and unlocked. Distribute your weight evenly across both feet, feeling the ground beneath you. Find your focal point on the wall ahead. When you feel settled, test your balance. Let go of your support, but keep your hand ready. You might find this easier than the tightrope, or you might find it strangely more difficult. Whatever you feel is the right answer. It's simply challenging your brain in a new, sophisticated way. It's teaching your hips, your ankles, and your core to work together to control that diagonal sway. Think of this as the final test for your newly reawakened balance system. Every second you hold this position is proof that the communication signal is getting stronger, clearer, and faster. Remember to take calm, steady breaths. When we concentrate hard, we tend to hold our breath, which creates tension. A relaxed body is a responsive body. Let's aim for a 15 to 30-second hold on this one. You might be surprised at how much steadier you feel. After your hold, step back to a neutral position, shake it out, and then repeat with the other foot in front. 1 or 2 strong holds on each side is the perfect way to complete your balance training for the day. And there you have it. 3 powerful science-backed movements that retrain your balance from the ground up by reawakening the critical communication between your feet and your brain. This isn't just exercise. This is a daily conversation with your body. You are proving, with each attempt, that you have the power to feel steadier and reclaim your confidence at any age. Now, before we finish, I want to quickly answer a few very common questions that you might have. First, how often should I do these? The goal is consistency, not exhaustion. A few focused minutes every day, or even every other day, will create far more lasting change than one long session per week. Listen to your body. 5 quality minutes is a perfect start. Second, my feet feel a little sore. Is that normal? As long as it's not a sharp pain, feeling some mild fatigue in your feet and ankles is a wonderful sign. It means you've successfully activated small, stabilizing muscles that have been quiet. They are simply adapting and getting stronger. And finally, what if I don't feel a difference right away? Please be patient and kind with yourself. You are retraining neurological pathways. You may not feel a dramatic change overnight, but trust the process. The small daily deposits you make into your balance bank will pay off with huge dividends in the weeks to come. Now, to solidify your commitment, I invite you to join our incredible community. Go to the comments below and tell me, which of the 3 exercises did you find the most interesting? The tripod, the tightrope, or the offset stance? There's no wrong answer, and sharing your experience helps everyone feel connected. And for those of you who want to go even deeper and have more of your questions answered, I have something special. We run a blog at www.seniorvitalityhub.blog, where we post new articles every single day. These articles expand on our video topics and provide more tools for your journey. It's the perfect companion to your training. Finally, please subscribe and click the bell. In our next video, we'll show you how to combine these moves into one seamless 5-minute follow-along routine. You won't want to miss it. Remember, you are in control. Stay strong, stay steady, and I will see you in the next video.